Hello everyone, and a very warm welcome to another episode of Microsoft VATSIM 2024. So today we are at the lovely Manchester Airport on stand 25. Doing a short flight over to Palma de Mallorca. So we'll get the aircraft set up. We've got passengers boarded at the moment.
You cleared 2 Ronald's Way, Aircraft 1 Yankee departure, runway 23 left, Fox 7507.
We're going to try and do a PDC departure as well. We'll get utilising that. So we'll just get the overhead set up. We're all ready for departure.
Confirm 23 left, the 80 23 right. 2410, I am switching to 23 Jules now for the traffic.
So chances are we're allowed to
okay, no problem. So clear out man, had 2 Yankee and in that case off 2 left.
So that is into alignment mode. Just quickly run this through.
2410, said was the Eclad 1 Yankee. Other than that, readback is correct. Terrain 998 hectopascal.
Pull up.
998, roger.
So what we need to do is we need to get the aircraft all set up ready for departure. Hello Sean, how are we doing, mate? So we're going to go to the agency
calling readability 0, just static.
So first of all, what we need to do is we need to connect, obviously, to the. So we need to connect to the network first. I'm just trying to remember which.
Tank 73 Echo Delta taxi.
So connection, notification,
November Delta.
Echo Golf Charlie Charlie. We've already made sure we've got our flight number in, which is our call sign EXS97. Quick notify. And as you can see now, we've got something up in the DCDU. And like I say, once we get connected, it will all appear in a moment. So next thing really to do is to do our pre-departure clearance. So we want to go onto the VATSIM menu, AOC, and it's going to be flight init. No, it's not, sorry, it's going to be ATC request menu, pre-departure clearance, and we need to just pop all the numbers in there. So Echo Golf Charlie Charlie, and then we are flying across to LEPA, which is the Palma de Mallorca. As we know, we're on gate 25, sure it's 25, bear with me, just have a quick look. 25, there we go. So 25 goes into gate number box. Bandwidth is too low. Let me just double check to see which network connection we are connected to. There we go, so we just need to change the other network connection. So through the second. There we go. Just it's a slightly quicker route, you see, so it gets us all going quicker. So stand 25 and our call sign is EXS97, so Chanix 97. ATIS ID, so we need to just see what the latest ATIS is. Arrival runway 23 right, departure runway 23 left, which is how we expected. Transition level 65, information kilo. Aircraft type is A321. And our station is Echo Golf Charlie Charlie. I will send that through now, and hopefully that will all be sent shortly. So we'll jump back into the flight deck now and get everything else set up ready for our departure. Like I said, we'll just wait for our clearance to come through. The init page is all completed already. The other thing we need to do is put the trip wind, which is a headwind of 58. Our flight plan, we're expecting 2-3 left departure. And it's going to be a Samba 1 Yankee.
Easy 17 November, Sun 66, push and start is approved, face south.
Arrival. So we're expecting 2-4 left, so it would be ILS Zulu 2-4 left. Is the typical, unless we get told otherwise. Laura's at 1 Papa. And we'll just have a quick look on the charts just to make sure that all looks okay. So ILS Zulu 24 left. Just see what transition it recommends using. So it recommends using the POS transition.
Fenix 73 Echo Delta, we're fully ready for reaching.
And we'll get that inserted into the sim. So this will give it a 2 hours 25 minutes we're expecting flight time today. So next thing to do is look at our performance. We just want to double check to make sure, see what's going on here with us, find out why we're not connected if we are. So it's showing us not connected at the moment, so we'll give it another go for connecting. So none of that hit 60 pascals. So initial climb out is 5,000 feet, so we'll get that set in the box. And initial speed restriction 250 knots, no other speed restriction with that. So we'll just wait to see. So it says it's been notified. So we'll just see. I've just asked if PDC is working, and we'll go from there. So I think passengers are all on board actually. 220. Oh, so we've got 10 more passengers left aboard, and then we are ready.
Sorry, 36 Romeo 110, pushing down. Sorry, 36 Romeo 110, push and start is approved. Push and start approved. Sorry, 36.
So it's saying I've got no flight plan active. So we'll just have a quick look. Sim brief. We'll just double check the flight time. So we're gonna edit flights. Obviously you guys won't be able to really see this. We'll just bring up the last flight we've got, which is here. Access 97. Yeah, that's fine. So we generate that now. And then we'll to make sure it's pre-filed on the VATSIM network. So we'll have another bash at it. So it's saying that it wasn't filed, so go from there. So what we'll do is we will go to the AOC menu again. I'll get that all done. If you're wondering about the scenery, so we are not, so it is add-on scenery, but it's freeware add-on.
448 Manchester ground standby, control coordination in progress.
So in-up systems AP1 and AP2, oh that's because the alignment's still ongoing. So let's go back to the AOC menu. Let's see where we end up. So ATC requests, pre-departure clearance. So let's try it again. Echo Golf Charlie Charlie. LEPA. EXS97. Stun 25. Information
Good afternoon,
kilo.
Manchester ground. Speedbird 5, Foxtrot request IFR clearance to Edinburgh. Speedbird 5, Foxtrot, Manchester ground. Edinburgh, all 5 radio departure, 750.
So that is sent now, so hopefully, bit of luck, that should work. If that doesn't work, then we will do it all manually. So obviously there is a bit of weather around here at the minute.
EG35 Romeo Alpha.
So, I think passengers are pretty much all on board. I've got 10 more passengers. Still getting bags on board with the look of things. So
had the clearance and didn't read it back, please.
going on at the moment, so
Speedbird 5.
got ourselves all ready to go.
Sorry, I didn't hear it. Speedbird 5 Foxtrot. Speedbird 5 Foxtrot cleared Edinburgh, pole 5 radio departure, 7501.
So we'll just get this loading nicely.
Speedbird 5 Foxtrot, thank you. Speedbird 5 Foxtrot, correct. Break, Emirates 448, have you clearance? Right, Emirates 448, cleared Bristol, cut 10-1 Romeo departure.
So we'll try and get ourselves out of here as quick as possible. I think we'll get the APU on and started as well. Doesn't be long now before. It's looking a little bit dark with the weather at the moment, but let's see how we go.
Easy 38 Echo Charlie, have clearance. Go! Easy 38 Echo Charlie, cleared Palma, actually cleared Madeira, to 1 Yankee departure, 0737.
Cleared to Madeira, good to 1 Yankee departure, squall 0737, Echo Charlie.
Easy 83, correction, easy 38 Echo Charlie, group.
To be fair, we'll probably just do it manually, I think, because the controller that's replaced. So yeah, the station that's just swapped over, it's not saying PDC is available, so we'll do it the old-fashioned way.
Antis ground, EG35 Romeo Alpha, ready for taxi.
Easy 35 Romeo Alpha, thank you. Actually, holding point Mike 1, runway 23 right, via taxiway, Foxtrot, Kilo, and Juliet.
Taxi Mike 123 right, Foxtrot, Kilo, and Juliet. EG35 Romeo Alpha.
So we're still waiting for the last 10 passengers, but I presume that's just waiting for the rest of the bags. Fuel's on board, so we get the CWAS signs on. AP is now available, so we can pop the bleed air on and disconnect from external power. So then, let's now request our clearance. I'll turn that up, we'll turn PA down. So then.
All stations, just stand by 1 moment.
Okay, we'll wait a second for him. Evening, how are we doing? Feel free to say hi in the chat. Just getting ourselves all set up, ready to go. Apologies. I think he's just disconnecting and reconnecting.
Much is back, carry on. Anybody waiting for any clearances or anything, will be all up to speed.
So we'll just...
Easy 2410 at stand 68 is now ready for push to start.
Easy 2410, just after that A320 has taxied away, stand 68, push to start on grid.
Yes, we're coming behind, so after clear, push to start approved, Easy 240.
So then, we'll...
Speedbird 5 Foxtrot,
reference.
stand 50, ready for push to start.
Like I say, we're just waiting for the last few passengers, really.
Speedbird 5 Foxtrot, thank you, push and start is approved. Push start approved, Speedbird 5 Foxtrot.
Got a feeling he's going to change our routing.
Push onto Golf. Golf and which
Boarding's
face
complete.
is up for 5 Foxtrot? You've only got one way to face on Golf, so it'll be to your right. Push to your right. Push and face right, Speedbird 5 Foxtrot. Negative, push. So you need to push to the east, please.
So then,
Push facing east, Speedbird 5 Foxtrot, thank you. Negative. Push
Manchester
west.
Grounded, very good evening to you. Channel 6 Hotel Charlie, could we get a radio check please?
Station calling Regio 5.
Thank you very much. Channel 6 Hotel Charlie, would we be able to get PDC to Palma?
Ah. Okay, so PDC is now being activated.
PDC should be connected, try again.
So we will try that as well.
All stations, PDC is now connected, Echo Golf, Charlie, Charlie.
So we'll just give it a shot. We'll try and notify on that again. Hopefully that will then receive.
CG3 5 Romeo Alpha, nothing further for you. Monitor Unicom 122.8, traffic is vacated.
That's the uniform is E35 Romeo Alpha, thank you.
So then we will try and get our pre-departure clearance again. Apologies guys, we'll try and get that done. And then we'll get ourselves ready to go. Ah, there we go, perfect.
Qatari 36 Romeo,
Building
taxi.
Alpaca 565 vacated of Bravo.
Victor Charlie Papa 56 Mike, taxi holding point Bravo 3, will you back?
Actually, point Bravo 3, Alpaca 565.
So we will.
Qatari 36 Romeo, ready for taxi.
Never seen that message saying unable though before.
Qatari 36 Romeo, taxi for now, holding point Echo 9.
We'll just double check to make sure we are
Echo
actually
9,
connected,
sorry.
and then we will. It says it's not active, isn't it?
Station's waiting for PDC. If you've not received it, please resend it. We've had a controller change.
So we'll click notify and we'll see what's going on there. Let's make sure that
Channel 97, have you received your clearance?
negative Chanix 97, just about to send it through PDC.
Roger. Same for you, Channel 6 Hotel Charlie, please resend and we'll get onto it.
Is that resending the flight plan or just resending the request?
If you resend the request, it should come through. If not, we'll go for all of it.
So then, next thing is ATC request. We'll try it again, third time lucky, eh? Hopefully it'll work. Okay. So Echo Golf Charlie Charlie. Echo Golf Charlie Charlie slash LEPA.
I can't seem to get it to come through. Could I just get a verbal clearance, please?
Okay, Channel 9, is that Channel 97?
No, that was Channel 6 Hotel Charlie.
Channel 6 Hotel Charlie, clear Palma, Cookson 1, Yankee departure, school 0266.
Squawking 0266, Cookson 1 Yankee departure, clear to Palma. Channel 6 Hotel Charlie.
Channel 6 Hotel Charlie, Rebecca.
Channel 6 Hotel Charlie, can I just confirm that it's a 22 right for departure?
Apologies, it will be 23 left.
Thank you.
So we'll take a verbal clearance as well, I think. It didn't seem to want to connect.
Station calling, call sign only. With a 24 November Echo cleared, Gatwick, Samba 1 Yankee departure, school 5436.
So we'll just double check to make sure PDC and everything is, as far as we're aware, is working fine. We'll just make sure it's all.
That's going to work, Rebecca, correct. Break. Easy 17 November, monitor Unicom
So
122.
it's all okay. So guys, so we don't delay any more time.
Chinese 97, Roger, stand by number 1 Spirit. Victor Charlie Papa, correction, Victor Charlie Papa, 56, taxi, stand 155 Bravo.
Taxi stand 155 Bravo, Alpha 569.
Thanks, sorry, 36 Romeo, just hold there, I'll be with you shortly once the traffic moves.
Well, well, the position, sorry, 36 Romeo.
So then we'll get our clearance and we'll get ready to go.
2410 taxi.
Is 2410, taxi holding point to Papa 1 via Echo Delta Papa.
Taxi holding point Papa 1 via Echo Delta Papa 2410.
Sorry, 36 Radio, follow traffic ahead. It's at hold Foxtrot 1 via Echo Delta Papa Bravo.
Echo Delta Papa Bravo Foxtrot on Qatar 36 Romeo.
Right then.
Easy 990,
Good evening, requesting taxi to the gate, please.
Easy 990, hold Bravo 3.
So guys, we'll get ourselves ready and go. And apologies that it's taking a little while this evening.
697, have you clearance?
The next time I go home.
697, Cliff Palmer, Sandbar 1 Yankee departure, squawk 7703.
Submarine key departure 7703 each. So just double check we've got the correct one. Somebody on key.
With a 2 November, correction, with a 4 November Echo, push and start through, push a beam, stand 5-5.
So going, cockpit preparation, checklist, gear pins and covers removed. Fuel quantity is 10.8. Seabaton, it is set to nav berth 1998 hectopascals.
448.
So,
10 push and start is ready.
Manchester Genix 97 is ready for push and start.
Locking gear.
Chanix 97 push and start is approved.
Push start approved, Genix 97.
Chanix 97, if you can push a beam, stand 2-3. So you push to your right, please. Maintain clear of Delta.
Roger, try and stand level with 2-3, Genix 97.
Manchester Toronto, easy 89 Tango Romeo, Airbus 8.
So we want to be nose to the left, tail to the right.
89 Tango Romeo, Manchester ground, clear ground, 1 Yankee departure.
So before start, Sparker brake is set to take off speeds on thrust. We have not done take off speeds on thrust. Let's sort that quickly. Because we've got that excited with everything else, I think. We want a flat 1 departure. There we go, right then, so that should be that all in. So V1 150, 157, 160 is flat thrust off 48%. Windows and doors closed, beacon is on.
0, just hold position there, I will get you across shortly.
Commencing push. All engines are clear. Start at will.
Start sequence can be a 1 then 2, start then a 1.
Cabin crew now sporting into automatic cross check on a bot, please.
Chanix 97, if it's an easier push after the Qatari A350 passes sort of behind, stand 2-5 push and start as approved. Unless you can already do it.
I've already started pushing Genix 97.
That's perfect, thanks. See
We're
you
nearly
guys.
ready to take off, but before we go, you'll need to make some...
Easy 4, 0, 1 Unicorn, cross, collision A, trust, 320 at -1.
Oh, this is all very stressful.
Over to Unicorn for crossing again, yes, thank you, I'll be aware of traffic. 240, have a good night.
Qatari 36 Romeo at Bravo, give way to an A320 right to left.
Give way to an A320 right to left at Bravo, Qatar 36 Romeo.
Smoking and the use of e-cigarettes is not permitted on board.
Standing 1 via Bravo.
For your safety, please follow instructions.
Starting to.
10-1 via Bravo, EG999.
And ladies and gentlemen, we'd just like to tell you about our friendly on-board together policy.
We're
We've created it to
249
protect you and our
Echo. If
cabin
you can make
crew
a left on
from any
hotel, hold hotel
unfortunate
1.
antisocial behaviour. That way we can make sure everyone has a great time.
Break
As a
set.
part of this, please remember that you can only drink alcohol that is served by our cabin crew. If you have brought alcohol in the terminal, you will not drink this on board. We want all our customers to enjoy being on board together. Thank you for listening. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here to ensure that you have a safe and enjoyable time. Therefore, we would appreciate your full attention while we take you through our safety features on board this Airbus 321 aircraft. This aircraft is equipped with 8 emergency exits, 2 at the front and 2 at the rear of each cabin section.
Thank you.
They're clearly marked with
After start.
Right
Anti-ice not required. Cabin status is checked. Pitch trim 0.6 up. Rudder trail is 0. Flight controls full up. All down. Neutral. Full left. All right.
With
Neutral.
4 November Echo, nothing further.
Full left.
Come 1, 2,
All right. Neutral.
traffic, short final 1 and 2, 3.
If the cabin air supply fails, much like these,
Right then, we
Continue now, Papa 1, straight ahead on Papa,
stay where you are.
and then North Uniform 122.8. Straight ahead Papa, Papa 1 and 122.8 on reaching Qatari 36 Romeo.
So we're going to be at a gas Delta Papa. Papa 1. So then, let's contact Adjust ground, Channel 97 is ready for taxi.
Fenix 97, taxi holding point Papa 1, by taxi is Lima, Delta, Papa.
Hold point Papa 1, Lima, Delta, Papa, Channel 97.
Echo Charlie, ready to stand.
38 Echo Charlie, after the A320 parks on stand to your right, wherever you are, pushing start is approved.
Right, wherever we are, have the A320 from the right, push the start through. Thanks, 3 Echo Charlie.
Yeah, you should have fallen in a weird gap there, but yeah, pushing start is approved.
Yeah, no stress, thank you.
So, taxi checklist, flight control check, flap setting, config 1+F. Radar predictive wind shear system is on and auto. Engine mode selector norm. You can overtake on no blue bar on the cabin. So straight ahead down to here, and then it's going to be next left onto Papa.
Grab the Emirates 448, quite back.
Emirates 448, taxi holding point
Break check.
Papa 1, by taxi is Lima, Papa. At Papa, give way to an A321 off your right.
Taxi to the holding point Alpha 1 via Lima and Alpha.
Flight deck.
The cabin is now secure for departure.
Wonderful, thank you.
Emirates 448, negative, holding point Papa 1, so straight ahead, give way to that A321 off your nose now.
Okay, holding point Papa 1 and give away to the other aircraft, but you give me departure from runway 23 right here. Should I go for the other one, Yankee?
Negative, your clearance was 23 left, it's Cooks and 1 Yankee.
So just hold position.
Cushion 1 Romeo, but I'll change you.
Yep, Cooks and 1 Yankee, hold Papa 1 to cross.
Roger, Papa 1, and I'll change departure to the cushion 1 Yankee.
Thank you.
Emergency ground, Stuart 90 away is at Alpha Street.
Stuart 928, Manchester ground, good evening, taxi standard 112.
So clear to Papa 1 at the moment.
Delta and Echo.
Stand 112, on here, Alpha.
And pretty much we'll follow the other traffic looking at this. So there's nothing on the approach that we can see immediately.
Channel 97, Mike Unicorn 122.8, no traffic of that.
15 Nicole 122. So Manchester traffic, channel 97 crossing at 23 right.
Manchester traffic, Tower 36 Romeo, clear at 23 right.
So we'll just make sure he's clear.
Manchester traffic 2410, take off, roll 23 left, Manchester traffic.
Manchester channel 97 crossing 23 right. What about Tango 1? Yeah. So we'll see how we get on evening. Hope everyone is all well. Apologies, there's not been many videos recently. One, I've been really busy, and two, I go back to uni tomorrow, so there's not been much no way content for the next few days. Probably next weekend there'll be we'll get some stuff done as well. But we're just waiting for the moment on this other aircraft. We don't want to get too close in because he's a 777, I think. Or an A350.
Manchester traffic, EG2410, passing 1,500, final call, Manchester traffic.
They're rolling a little bit quick, to be fair. So lineup checklist confirmed, runway 23 left. TCAS.
Manchester traffic, Tower 36 Romeo, landed up runway 23 left, flight Tango 1, Manchester traffic.
TARA, PAX 1 and 2, I want them both off for departure. Don't want to get much closer to him. Absolutely Mahusa, isn't it? That's one of the bonuses of coming to Manchester. You do get to see quite a bit. In fact, this is rolling smoother than it would do normally with controllers, I think, because people are not leaving the same gap. Generally, it's about a 5 mile gap into departure. So we'll hold here at the moment until, so we're now at Tango 1. There's probably another aircraft behind me, I guess, as well. So he's just waiting to cross. There's nothing about. Obviously, he'll need to.
Was on frequency, what's your departure route?
Number 1 Yankee.
Roger, Manchester traffic, Qatar 36 Romeo, take off runway 23 left, Sonics 1 Yankee to the north.
So wait for him to depart, and then we will get. Obviously, he's quite a big aircraft, so we need to give him a bit of space. He's going on a different route into us, though. So, Manchester traffic, channel 97, line up 23 left. So thanks to a few of you coming on. Obviously, the flight time's about 2.5 hours this evening. Yeah, Harry, how are we doing? How am I liking the Fenix A321 so far? Pretty good, mate, to be fair. I do like it. I'm not the best at flying it, not gonna lie, but I don't mind it. It's alright. So then, we'll get ourselves lined up. Yeah, I'm very, very familiar with the A319. I think that's half the problem. Though it's very similar, it's just a little bit longer, obviously. It takes a little longer to slow down the things as well. So we'll continue. And we'll wait till he's at about 5 miles, and then we will. Obviously, technically, this isn't the threshold of the runway, so we'll just keep rolling steadily. So we'll just wait for him here. So we'll just get the brakes on.
Manchester traffic, Qatar 36 Romeo, passing 2,200, final call, Manchester.
So we'll give it a couple of seconds and
Manchester traffic, give you 38, okay, traffic, crossing runway 28 left. Correction, 28.
So the lights are on. I'll just try it. Channel 97, 2, 3 left. So 50%. It's released. Take off. And Flex 48 SRS runway auto thrust away. We'll set 100 knots. V1. Rotate. Positive fire. Half. Let's drive at Channel 97, passing 1,200. Sample 1 Yankee. Right. It's the first climb. Boxer. AP. Max 1 and 2 both on. Let's put this on. So initial climb is 5,000, cruise level is today's 330. Let's see how we look. We didn't follow the Samba 1 Yankee quite as we should have done, but there we go. So, hopefully, yeah, I'm enjoying the Phoenix to be fair, Harry. Do you own it yourself, or it's certainly worth it, like the expansion packs definitely easy. I'm looking forward to the Neo coming out though, to be fair. I think the Neo will change a lot of things. It'll be quite interesting when we get to that point. So much of a view we have of Manchester. There we go, there's a bit of Manchester. The clouds look better actually.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, seated for a little while longer. Once the seatbelt signs have been turned on, feel free to move around, but please buckle up when you're in your seat. You'll also be able to use any electronic devices you have with you, so long as they stay in flight mode. Please be careful when opening overhead lockers, as things might have moved around. But don't forget, smoking and the use of electronic cigarettes is not allowed in any part of the plane, including the toilets which aren't fitted with smoke detectors. My cabin crew is preparing our award-winning in-flight service. Take a look at our tasting menu and Jet2 shop brochure to see what's on offer. Also on board today's flight, ladies and gentlemen, as a special promotion to launch our brand new range of
There's the other aircraft just off the tail there.
off all of our fragrances, all of the watches, and the entire range of beauty and skincare products. These 20% cheaper than the price that you see in the magazine.
So we're going to continue our climb now to 330. It's a shame we don't have London online, but there we go, might be a little bit early for it this evening. So standard is set. And open time 330. See how we get on with that. Looks like guys, flight time today So 20:51, so just before 9 PM local time, we should be on the ground at Palma de Mallorca. Like I said, it's the first time I've actually flown there. We've got some freeware add-on scenery. Obviously I've not seen it yet, so I don't know what it's like and how it performs, but we'll see how we get on. I don't know what people are thinking to the new sim update as well. So you've bought the 320, but you still need to finish yourself a rider master of the aircraft for having 2 more. Yeah, no, that's completely understandable, to be fair, and they do feel very, very different. That's one thing I will say. But not so much. So I find, you'll notice I don't really fly the 320 that much anymore. Personally, I find the 319 is like really, really responsive, and like you can. The 319, I would say, is probably easier to fly than the 320, even though it's just a tiny bit shorter. It just performs really well. It slows down quite quick as well. It's good in all areas really. Whereas the 321, because it's so much longer, obviously you've got the increased risk of tail strikes, which is very, very easily done in this, to be fair. And then also things like your so landing lights can come off with the cabin as well. But also, yeah, things like just slowing down and things takes a lot longer, and you can't descend as quickly in it because you just end up overspeeding. So it's pretty good. Obviously, the engines are more upgraded in the 321, but yeah, no, it's pretty good overall. I don't know if you own the Unibuilds one or the FS Labs one, but the FS Labs apparently is really good. I personally haven't bought it. I've had a previous FS Labs product before. It was alright, to be fair. It was pretty good for its time. But as Fenix seemed to deliver what they promised, so I'm just sticking with the Fenix for now. I'm looking forward to the Neo coming out, which hopefully shouldn't be too long away. But no, it's certainly worth getting, Harry, to be fair. If you're not already subscribed to us, feel free to give us a subscribe. We are trying to increase the amount of subscribers. Also, you can join our TikTok as well. I'm hoping to increase the amount of TikTok subscribers we've got, and we can get to a point where we can actually live stream. So the requirement for live streaming on TikTok is you need 1,000 followers. Unfortunately, we're not anywhere near that yet. So where are we at the moment? Listening to everything. See what. So we're just over Honolulu, which I think is Birmingham direction. Yeah, so pretty much fly over Birmingham. System 1. So we should be able to see some weather, if there is any weather. When we first loaded in, there was a load of weather. It's a few little times up on the radar, nothing too drastic. Most of the weather. No, certainly appreciate you joining us, Harry. Thanks for that, and sending me Sean as well. I think I've seen Sean on here a few times before. There's a Scottish South somewhere on the right. Just some places as well. I do consider leaving from Gatwick, but there wasn't any ATC booked for Gatwick this evening, which is the reason why we didn't bother doing it. So we are planning on starting a Twitch stream as well, in addition to this. So there's probably going to be a few changes going forwards. Not probably there won't be, but there's going to be a few changes going forward. I don't know exactly what they're going to be at the moment, if I'm completely honest. But we'll see what sort of happens as we go along. Like I said, I've never got any experience with Twitch whatsoever, so interesting to see what's what. So what we'll do here now is we will use this to well, just so we can what's going on. So like I say, we're just overhead Holland at the moment. So move that. There's plenty of good videos out there as well if you need any good tutorials. There's people that can do it a lot better than myself, to be fair. These clouds look stunning. I don't know what you guys have found, but I keep finding quite some. It's resetting my graphics settings, so something we've been having to consider a little bit. So fuel wise, it's looking pretty good. So we'll have an extra 1 hour and 18 minutes. Alternate 16 minutes flight time away. Where is that alternate? Yep. It's LEMH. Is it Mallorca? Yeah, Mallorca. So basically, if we can't land on Palma, we can go across an island to Mallorca. Failing that, we'll be going back to the mainland. So let's go. See how things go here. There's no London on the line at the moment. See how things go. I appreciate there's not many of you guys on this evening. It's always one of them, to be fair. It's a little bit difficult to try and get everyone on at the same time. Apologies if you can hear my cat snoring in the background. She's laid on the windowsill, snoring away, so. So 20,000 feet. How about that outside? Really good so far. So it's going to show us no one in the cabin. So we open the doors and then you'll have a mate. These cars look pretty impressive, to be fair. Get on. The performance seems a lot better since the new summer update, to be fair. I don't know what anyone else thinks, but it seems a lot better.
Birmingham traffic, Tom Jet 11 Papa behind the Ryanair taxiing from our left to right. We will be pushing back from stand 55 Charlie.
So we'll see how we're getting on. So Embank Kidley now. To get Embank Kidley, like I say, there's a little bit of cloud, but nothing really that should upset us too much. So we've got about another 10,000 feet to climb. We will be on our left, but we'll see what this company message is all about. Yeah, receive messages. Read a bunch of calls. It didn't work anyway, so I don't know why it didn't work. It's just loads of messages obviously on here. So I should have got rid of that error, that message now. Always annoys me having that message on the side there. But no, the clouds are looking really good today, I must say. So the settings that I use are still the same ones that are on the Discord, pretty much. I've not really tweaked anything. Apparently there is some other tweaks that you can do. So the clouds we actually have on Ultra, which is why they look pretty good. They look really good even from like sideways when you're passing through them. They look pretty good. I know there's been a new addition to some, I think, is it Rex? I've watched some, I was watching a video the night about Rex, I'm sure it is, that do the simulation, the clouds and stuff, and weather. Personally, I think that the sim does a good enough job on its own, so I certainly won't be purchasing it. There's no point purchasing extra add-ons if they don't really provide much benefit. The only thing I do need to have a look at is the new taxiway signs. Apparently there's a new, I already paid for enhanced taxiway signs anyway. I think there's a newer one that's a lot better. Let me have a look, see what it's called for you guys. So, let's see what else it is. It's a company called the Black Square. I presume it is Paywell, which was a real taxiways has been. So let's see what it's like. Let's see, so 3 days ago, this was so fast in 2024, so it certainly does exist. So you buy in, I'm looking at this thing, so you buy in areas. So there's some for the US, and there's some Europe ones, Euro taxiway on sites. So custom taxiway sign model, taxi improved night time missions. Level of detail density makes it much more readable from further away. No longer requires text, so it just works on its own. 127 updated airports in total. It's pretty cool, to be fair. They're a little pricey though. For what do you think? What prices? They're $26.99 for them. Let's have a quick read through it. See where it puts. I'm interested to see how it includes the full list of airports. So let's have a look. To be fair, there's loads of UK airports. Birmingham, Manchester, so there's absolutely loads of them. So let's see what has to happen there. Station. Just go straight into your folder. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so, okay, 1,165 airports in there with 41,500 taxi signs, real world signs. So that sounds pretty good, to be fair. Coming soon to Marketplace next week, so it may be more beneficial to install it from Marketplace then. Maybe better idea. So what we got up here, so inbound, Compton, quickly, then we'll probably be over the water right. Yeah, so we're just going out the back end of the that's Galaxy soft there on the left hand side. Let's see how we get on. Don't know if you guys know of any other sceneries or anything that are coming out. I know any builds are going in Manchester, which should be pretty good. Was it new build? Yes, it was new builds. The Power Development Studios, or whatever they're called, Elizabeth, Manchester, and East Midlands, and Birmingham. No, they've said that they're planning on doing a Birmingham Edinburgh V2, so hopefully something to see. Like I say, guys, apologise for anything too drastic. There's another aircraft in front of us. I don't know if you can just get a nice visual of him over there, but controls there. But no, the sim is certainly improving. Yeah, it's a lot more stable. Sometimes it still does stutter on the way down, but some of that is my GPU as well, so it's never going to be 100% smooth. It's not only we streaming. Okay, so there is also a Concorde actually flying directly overhead of us. It's just left Heathrow. Fortunately, I think he's going to be far too high for us to... Oh, so he's 6,900 feet. He's pretty much directly in front of us. Let's change this just to see. So he's actually below, technically speaking. Just go over to see. Seems to be only on above it, it seems to pick something up, but anyway. Concorde is basically, he is at 7,300. So, we're probably not going to see him. It's a shame, we've been asked to have seen the Concorde. Obviously it won't take him long to climb, but we're pretty much on our cruise already. It was a fairly easy departure straight out though, nothing too drastic with that. So there we go, we'll see how we get on. So guys, I'll be back in a few minutes. We're just getting ourselves sorted for the evening. Like I said, I'm back at uni tomorrow, so I'm trying to get everything sorted. So we're back in a few more minutes. We're just pretty much at our cruise now. Just get back fed and things, and go from there.
Storm traffic, Golf Delta Charlie, downwind runway 20, right hand circuit, full stop. If you're ready to depart, I'm just downwind at the moment.
Hey Purpose Fly, how are you doing, mate? Apologies, I'm just trying to do a few jobs around the house just while we're flying, but I'm about. So we're well in the cruise at the moment, so we may go across to some of the ATC centres on the way over. I'm just going to look actually. So there is ATC currently on in Palma, but no, I am about.
I have you visual on the ground, Golf Delta Charlie.
Just literally getting a few bits packed, ready for uni again tomorrow, so apologies guys, but this way you get best of both worlds, and you guys get the best of both worlds.
Storm traffic, Golf Delta Charlie, base leg, runway 20.
Well, no backward, yeah. Oh, there's another aircraft that's just literally flying past us. You probably
Storm
guys
traffic,
have
Golf
seen it
Delta
already.
Charlie, final runway 20.
So we're well in our cruise now. I was just working out if we could get away with increasing our speed. We'll have a quick look at to see what optimal flight level is as well. So 340 is optimal. Obviously we can't do that. Yeah, so we can't do 340 really. Because obviously we're flying the opposite way. If we're coming back the opposite way, we could do 340. But 1,000 feet is a huge amount of difference. Well, I'll look see what the weather's looking like as well. We shouldn't want to hit anything dodgy with the weather. I'll also have a look on here for weather. So we are going to hit a little bit of weather as we go across. It's more turbulence to be fair. Oh, actually, no, it's not. We've got some pretty red bits actually coming up. I don't know if you can see it on this left screen. You probably can actually. Yeah, so all this yellow stuff. So this is turbulence, and then we've also got some thunderstorm activity by the look of things. So that's something we're going to have to look at going forward. Obviously the weather radar doesn't go that far at the moment. But we'll have to try and navigate our way around that. So I don't know what flight level that's at. So that's actually at 220. See what that's like at 330. So we've still got the rain and showers and thunderstorms. Obviously we'll keep an eye on that as we progress across. We've got a little way to go yet before we have that. It's pretty much across just the tail end of France going into Spanish airspace. But we'll see how we get on with that and keep an eye on that on the way. Well, host will be back in a moment. I guess you guys can all hear me okay now. So we'll keep it. So then, I don't know if any of you probably didn't hear this earlier, so we are planning on starting to do some stuff on Twitch as well as YouTube, just to try and get us a few more followers and things as well. I've not started the development into that yet. Chances are some of the live stream screens will change. If you guys got any suggestions with how we can change either the streams, the starting screen, also with regards to camera views, do you find that they are okay in the position they're in at the moment, or would you prefer a split view, half and half? What would you prefer really? So I think personally, after watching it back, it's not too bad. I know certainly Gareth's watched a few of these videos back on his TV. It performs quite well on their TV. I'm not sure, obviously, if you watch it on your phone, it's probably not quite as immersive, but yeah, any suggestions with regards to stream stuff, how we can get more people in, certainly be appreciated. Hello there, let's see how we get. Like I say, it's going to be a little bit interesting as we get a little bit further across in the flight. We're going to probably see some thunderstorms and some rain, even at our flight level 330. It's certainly showing it on the radar on Navigraph, so obviously we're flying live, so chances are we'll probably get to see some of that as well. If not, we'll certainly see some of the rain. I put up my drinks bottle with me. Really not. Alright, we'll deal with that in a little bit. Yeah, so guys, so we're going to try and get it looking a little bit more interesting. With regards to the overlays, there are other tools out there that we can use for overlays. Obviously, if you've got any suggestions with overlay stuff, would be much appreciated. The one that I run is a freeware one. I do understand there are some more payware overlays as well. Pretty sure there is. Stream maps. Yeah, there's some pretty decent overlays out there in the market. And there's certainly Twitch has some. And that's the other question, is how we whether you launch it from Twitch or however you decide to do it. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, let's have a quick look outside in the window. Oh, I thought I'd done something wrong then. It started diving to one side. I do personally prefer this view, to be honest. Just get a really nice view, obviously the engines as well. They certainly seem a lot better as well. They're not as stuttery as they used to be. As you can see, we're flying along as good as we can. So I've never flown to Palma, so it'll be an experience for us. We'll start planning all the routes soon. So a few clouds here. So at the moment ahead of us, but see how that goes. So where can we sit up to Van Ad? So once we're over Van Ad, there's going to be a little bit of turbulence. Let's see what we're into whether it's hazards as well. Sometimes if you just detail weather, so these really change. See how things go. So we're thinking we could increase our speed a touch. 3.4 tons of fuel. We'll quick look at the predictions. So we've still got an extra 1.8 tons, extra 53 minutes. So we could actually benefit from increasing to probably 0.81 maybe. 0.81 we can quite easily get away with here. So there's another aircraft to our left hand side. I'm not sure how much it's about. There's like 20 miles. Oh, you can see them now. Look. And that's something that looks like it's improved actually. You can see the contrails of everywhere a lot better than you could previously. Like I say, there's no controls on at the moment. There will be when we're overheads. Well, hopefully the Palma will stay online. We'll see how that goes. Generally speaking, Barcelona's been online most of the day, so either way, it looks like we could have some interest in weather. See how we get on from there. Like I say, it could be a little bit turbulent as well. Just trying to get things sorted for tomorrow. Where are we head? Duval? Duval? How they got the waypoints actually. Let's have a look. See how it's pronounced. Yeah, Duval, Normandy. It's overhead. Go over the top of Normandy. And goes from there. Our co-pilot's very boring, he doesn't have a lot to say for anyone. I don't know if you heard that noise. So let's have a look at the arrival charts anyway. So we're doing a Lores, 1 Papa. So where are we? Lores. Quite easy approaching really. Nothing too drastic. Have a look at the approach as well. So Alice Zulu 24 left is what we've been told. So 2,500 feet on our lasso. If we missed approach climb, so please. It depends on what decision height we want to agree with doing. If probably can't see. Everything. Either way, I can go 50 knots. Like I said, it's a fairly easy run across. There's not much for me to really add. Like I say, we may expect a little bit of turbulence on the way across. Just going to have a quick look now just to see what we're going to miss realistically. We're going to just hit the tail end of it really, so we're not going right through the middle, which is a bonus. So we may hit a bit of turbulence though as we sort of progress across. So we're just about now entering some of that turbulence. It shouldn't be anything too drastic really. Yeah, so we're looking at the wing. It usually gives you a good indicator of how turbulent it is. Welcome to Ultra. This is something that I don't know why it's said welcome to Ultra, because I'm not upgraded to Ultra as far as I'm aware. There we go. They're progressing fairly nicely. Fairness. On there. So there's not that many of you on my phone. So actually we've got a little bit of weather, a bit of cloud coming. One pussy cat to come and keep me company. So it's going to get a little bit more interesting as we get a little bit further along. So as you see, we've got a red patch here, which I'm going to presume is going to be part of the turbulence. See, I think that's what we can just about see in the distance there. This is certainly a really neat feature they've added there. Come on, cat, out. Get out. Should be jumping up here in a minute, I'm sure. I see, look, on the radar now we're getting a little bit more in terms of weather and hazards. And then as we progress a bit further, it's probably going to get a little bit more severe as we go along. So what we'll probably do is pop seatbelt signs on and go from there, really. But we've got another. So once we get to Bernal, we'll probably put seatbelt signs on briefly. Just in case there is any turbulence, so we don't throw anyone about. It's not that showing us like really severe, but. It looks like sea, but it's not. It's pretty much everything else that you can go. So this is where you can start getting a little bit of turbulence. See how it goes. Get on in. A little bit. Not really any turbulence as such. Some of that's dissipated, to be fair, is in front of us. See how we get on with that. It appears back, then it appears back, but at the moment it's not showing. We'll just refresh on here. Just see. It's really cool. So some people FPOC is the next one really where there's a lot of turbulence. Like I say, this is where it could get a little bit bumpy. We'll see how things go. It may not, it may do. How we're doing. So, let's see what the turbulence is going to look like. No, nothing too drastic. There's nothing shown on the radar, so hopefully it won't be too bad. Hugely showing on the radar at the minute, so about not a million miles from our halfway point at the minute. See how it goes. Like I say, as we progress further, so FPOP is showing as red on the radar I can see for thunderstorms. See, I don't know if that's just because we've not got that far yet. So one thing we'll do though is we'll start our pre-flight planning, so we're going to have a look at the weather for Palma. So jump down to MCBU weather. So what we want to do is we want to go to the performance page, across the couple to the approach page. On the approach page we have got so the latest weather was 35 minutes ago. So the wind is 150 degrees at 5 knots. I'll just double check to see if there is an 80. Oh, there is an 80 actually. So that was 20 minutes ago. So runway 24 left for arrival. So it's Aviation, not VATSIM. So 24 left for arrival. Temperature is 29 degrees Celsius, so still quite warm. And our Fenix 1009. Did the rocks. And then we'll look at our barrel ref for LS24. So it's 100 Zulu 24. 132 radio, 132 radio. So 132 radio. That's all in the box. we are waiting. So like I say, we'll see what's going on with the weather. If it starts throwing us about too much, then we'll have to put another climb. Leaving you with a nice view at the minute. Nice sunset this evening, actually. So we could probably so crossing a little bit. Yeah, we'll see how things proceed across. Leaving this view for a little bit, so I'll be back in a few minutes. Just get everything sorted here. Just make sure I'm making streets nearby. think I was back with you. Apologies about that. Been a little busy. So let's jump back and reset a view, shall we? So we're not a million miles an hour off our kilometre centre, are we? So let's see. So top of the front should be. The lorries running to hit flight level 200, so we could start that now actually. Well, actually no, maybe not just yet. Let's hold fire a little bit. So apologies guys for disappearing. Just been busy getting everything packed. Hey everyone, how are we doing, mate? Hope you're well. So we're just getting ourselves all sorted. I've got to leave it like 5:15 in the morning, so there we go. How are we doing then, Vaughan? Obviously it's early in the morning for yourself, isn't it? How are we looking out here though? I've not really... it's obviously the daylight's just completely gone. So what we're doing now, we need to get all the lighting sorted out. Let's get a bit of light on the situation. Do the same with the overhead as well. See what we're up to. There we go. Pop on another light here. We can turn a lot of these down. I prefer having the lights on behind, if I'm honest. There's one here as well with the reading light behind me. Having that sort of background light behind. But the lighting is very good actually. The colouring is quite good. So we'll get that nice and bright. Do the same with this navigation display as well. Do the same with the e-cams. Let's get them all brightened up a little bit. Got a 561 at the moment, it's positive. So we're not really having much turbulence, although I've been aware, I've been kind of watching. I only first copy one, awesome. Let's see how we get on here. So as you can see, I don't know. As you can see on my left-hand screen, you probably can't. I've got one of the charts up, but it's the same chart. Though it's not the same because, and I don't know why it's not the same. So cat. Hang on a minute. Approach chart. 2-4 left. ILS Zulu. ILS Zulu. Hello. So that's the chart that's going to be used if we need to. And where are we? So we're pretty much just about to come off the coast of Spain at the moment. As you can probably see on the map, there we go. So it's not going much longer before we end up being across there. Unfortunately, the ATC's gone offline, which keeps happening lately, doesn't it? We keep having days where we just keep losing the ATC. There's plenty of aircraft on the ground there though. So obviously we're expecting runway 24 left. After the landing we'll vacate to the right hand side Sierra 2, all being good. That's another thing we need to look at now, is we need to look at how much runway we're going to use for our landing. Don't know what those was. Have a look at it. 24, so we'll just quickly refresh the meta. I'm going to just have a quick look at the weather as well to see if that differs much. So QNH 1009, so it's actually 1010. Temperature is currently 29 degrees, which is the same as it was there, and the wind is 240 at 11 knots. The wind's increased a touch. It's going to give us a 145 approach speed. So our landing weight is what we need to have a look at. So our planned landing weight, maybe a little bit less than that. So current zero fuel is 71.1. Anyway, landing weight, so 74. That's the plan, so 74. And automated low we can do quite comfortably, however we'll probably go down to medium just to try and shorten the distance down a touch, so we'll go with medium for the landing. Hopefully nothing too drastic. I've seen any thunderstorms, like the weather forecast did sort of say. So we're about 80 or 100 miles an hour to lowers. Also going to be roughly a flight level 200 at that point. One thing we will start doing as well, so we'll have a quick look at our prediction of fuel. So it's about 3.5 tonnes of fuel. We've not really lost anything, we're sort of 56 minutes, so pretty much even though we've increased our speed a touch, we've got no aircraft behind us somewhere. Whereabouts is here? Let's have a look. This is quite a way away behind this point. There we go, we can actually see in the distance there. Just making out of there. Where is he? Oh, there he is. We've got a nice jet stream going from there as well. I thought that was another aircraft behind us, but I don't think it is. I think it's pretty sure it's just one of the stars. So as you can see, we're just about to go off the Costa coast. So we're just going to be flying straight over El Prat Airport in Barcelona. I don't think we've flown there before actually. That's another destination we can consider. It's right on the sort of Torremolinos coast, and Benidorm's a little bit further along Alicante. Obviously we've flown to Alicante before. That was a fairly nice airport. There was a few issues with the airport itself though. Sorry, one I've just caught up. We had really strong winds overnight, disruptions at the airport. Oh dear, that's not very good. To be fair, the weather here has been a bit iffy as well. It's not been too bad. It's not so much strong winds, but it has been a bit blustery. It's been really warm and then raining. It's just hard to keep an accurate eye on things really. So I think let's now start our descent. So we're going to initially descend to about 200. We're going to go managed, and hopefully it will do that. We're going to also go back to managed speed, obviously, because there's no point increasing our speed. And thrust going to go back to idle while I look at things. We should see what we do from here. So let's have it. Now my co-pilot's half asleep as usual. I don't know if strobes wise, let's actually have a look at the strobes, see if they're like properly. I've never really noticed the strobes in these. Let's try and have a look at the wing. Oh no, they do flash quite well. I do like them when you get them on the ground as well. Proper flashing on the runway. Yeah, it really makes it. So let's have a quick look. So we're going to be going ahead to Loris and then to POS transition. It'll be a right hand turn and basically downwind for the ILS runway 24 left. I've got a couple of aircraft close to that. But yeah, 24 left is still the active as far as we can tell. We can expect to vacate, probably, well, we can vacate at a couple of places. We can either vacate at like Hotel 7, Hotel 8, or Sierra 2, Sierra 3. So it depends how much length of runway we decide to use. And then once we get to the airport, obviously then we'll need to taxi onto standoffs. The main terminal's in the middle. So it depends if we end up with Pier A, B, C, D, E. Chances are it would probably be Pier D, and we'll probably take one of the jetway stands as well, rather than a remote stand. But we can see where we end up. Obviously, if ATC do come online, they'll allocate us that. Obviously, at the moment, that is not happening. So we're just about to go over the coastline now. Just quite make that out. Can't quite. Oh, you can just get a view of it. There you go. We're just about to go out off the coast. We'll see how things go. Hopefully we won't have much in the way of turbulence either. So we'll just, I tell you what I might do, manage to see where we get there. So we're going 1400 feet per minute. That makes a nice steady descent rate, really. Quite over 200. So after Laura's, let's have a look to see what this says. So Laura's, there's no restriction there. Then, well, there's actually no restriction at all with altitudes. Let's have a look. Obviously we need to be at 2,500 for the ILS. So straight ahead. So we'll just sort of manage our descent ourselves, really. So actually there's 6,000 feet. So by the time we get to POS, we need to be at roughly about 6,000. Obviously we can get ourselves up in Babnum and go from there. Hopefully everyone can hear me okay. I don't have any issues with that. I don't know if you noticed the radio panel's still knackered. Well, I say it's knackered, it's not knackered. It just, it's not working for some reason. It's not working with the driver since reinstalling the sim. So I would like some suggestions about where to get a 320 radio panel from. Obviously JavaSim do them. I know WingWing are in the process of releasing some. Obviously I don't know when exactly they're going to be released, but they've been announced. So, and they're fairly decent price wise as well. I think about £75 each, something like that. Problem is I'll probably end up ordering a big batch of them. Wingflex Cube seems decent. Yeah, it does seem fairly decent, Harry. Obviously, I've got a lot of WingWing products, as you probably know anyway. Obviously, the MCD is WingWing, the FC is WingWing, the EFIS is WingWing, the joysticks WingWing. So ideally, I want to try and stick with WingWing if I can. Main reason being behind that is less software that's running in the background. And to be fair, WingWing seems to update stuff really quick. Yeah, the Wingflex is quite pricey. It is a little bit more realistic than the WingWing, but to be honest, I think for what you're using it for, it does the job. Like I've had these, probably come up to a year now nearly, and they work perfectly. I've not had any issues at all whatsoever with that. Occasionally they don't, when I've launched the sim, they don't work, but just have to restart the thing. I do like the fact that they have them built in with the Wingflex Cube as well. because obviously you can put the transponder and everything in together. See how it goes. Hopefully it'll be a nice landing. Like I say, 145 is what we've planned for, so 144. We'll go 145, I think, and landing speed's 139. Give ourselves a couple of knots, or an extra knot there. Nice round number. No, one thing I haven't done is start the chrono again, and that's one thing I'm hoping when we do release at some point is the last bit of the puzzle with the master warning and things. Make things a lot better. I just finished the FCU off slightly as well. Obviously I run the Bravo throttle quadrant, which is good for me. It does what everything we need to do. It's got configurable buttons. Pretty helpful in that respect. Like I say, maybe over time we will actually install a whole pedestal on that side. I don't know. But we'll play it by ear for now. It works nice, the sim bit's good. It's good for a range of aircraft. Obviously I typically just fly this one, well, the Phoenix, so it's no major issue to me. Right, let's have a look at the ground charts as well. Well, we can have a look at the arrival brief, I suppose. So just have a quick look. It sometimes tells you about taxi so your standard taxi route. So these are the standard taxi routes. So runway 24 left. So Sierra 1 link to the north. So basically we'll link to the north side. So where is the north? So Sierra 3, that's south. Where is the north taxiway? It's west. Oh, north's down here. Is that 24 right? That's referring to that's just 24 left, isn't it? So Sierra 1, link to north or link to south. Ah, okay. So this is one of the north links there. See how we go. Hopefully we'll be able to take one in the stands close to the terminal buildings. There's not that many aircraft on the ground, there's a few, but not that many. So I think we've got the island in view now. We're going to just scale this back a touch. So obviously at possibly we need to be above 5,000. So we can continue our descent really. We can go to flight 100, but whilst not really more than adequate really. Increase the rate of slight touch. Excuse me. So there's a few aircraft about, there's one on the approach at the moment, and then that's about it. Well, there's a couple, he's inbound actually, so he's going to a different waypoint towards. So yeah, we'll have a maybe one conflict. See how things progress from there. So we're going to be shortly at the 250 knot margin, but we'll let the aircraft deal with that itself. Once we get to about once we get to overhead possible, well, to be honest, once we get to about 13,000 feet, we'll get the seatbelt signs on. What are you wondering? Next thing you wonder if you can make your microphone a little louder. So a little quieter. Yeah, no risk. I can do that now actually. If that's causing an issue, I enjoy feedback like that, to be honest. So let's jump back to a bit there. So that's all the way up to the top, to be fair. Is that any better for you? Is that any better, or is it about the same? Just wait to hear if that's any better. I've just altered it a little bit. It's hard to get the balance right, to be quite honest, because I've split audio, because actually the audio runs from a soundbar, and then the headset audio just has VATSIM on it, which is quite nice, because then I can differentiate between the two, and but you guys get the mixed version, obviously. It is a little bit difficult to try and get the sound adjusted right. I hope that's a little bit better, Harry. Obviously, if you can just give us some feedback on that, mate, be wonderful. So, 15,000 feet. I think actually, let's get the seatbelt signs on now. So, get the cabin ready. See, as long as it's perfect, the mic's still a little quiet. Okay, let me see if there's anything we can do in that respect. The difficulty is it's on a stand that's in front of me. Let me see if there's something we can do about it though, because I'm just double checking the settings. So just have a look at the sound settings, system, sound. Sometimes it does reset itself back. But no, it is it's certainly there. We can boost it though.
Ladies and gentlemen, in preparation for landing, your captain has switched off the fasten seatbelt sign. At this time, please return to your seats, ensure your seatbelts are securely fastened. Tray table stowed, armors down, overhead lights fully open.
So let's go to the filters and we'll sort them out for you.
Please don't note that any unwanted items to the boys that wants to be in the cabin. It would be really appreciated by all of us.
Where was it? So I don't know if that's any better for you. Is that any better, or is it about the same? So that's about 13,000 feet. Have a look at that. Let's see what's cracking. This Jet2 plane's awesome, mate. I love it. Hopefully we'll get the Jet2 Holidays livery at some point. Hopefully that's a little bit better for you. Ah, wonderful. Like I say, it takes a little bit of tweaking with the settings, to be fair, with Streamlabs. It can be a little bit fiddly. So, 11,000 feet. We're going to need to bring our speed back up, so we'll bring spoilers out on this. One thing we are going to do is dim the cabin lights, so we can do that on here. This is on there. Let's put it on here. Settings, sim cabin. Hopefully that will seem a bit better in the cabin. There we go. That is a lot better in the cabin. So we are trying to bring the speed back a touch, so there we go. Landing lights on. We will get our headsets on and we'll just run the approach checklist. So we'll see how we get on with that. We will get headphones on. So we are still connected to the network. There's no ATC at the moment, so we need to. We're at 10,000 now, so let's descend to 5,000 feet. Increase rate of descent, really. Gonna enable the. Wait for the cabin announcement. So, QNH 1010. Just double check the weather, make sure no changes with that. Oh, QNH 1009. Just quickly update that. It's updated literally a few minutes ago. 27 degrees. It's about the same. There we go. So can't quite see the airport yet, but not really far away. So we'll start reducing our speed now to 50 knots, well 220 knots probably actually. Like I say, this aircraft takes a little while to slow down, so we use a bit of spoilers to get ourselves slowed down a touch. So approach checklist, RF 1009, seatbelts on the minimums of 132 radio. Water brake medium and engine mode selector is normal. So I don't know what it's in crank. Normal. So go around, let's have a quick look at that. So 3,000 feet is to go around. There you go, we've got the runways in sight now. So that's that speed back. We're going to arm the spoilers as well. Bring this back. I'm going to enable the autopilot and approach AP182. So we want to be at 2,500 feet. So we're going to 1,800 feet. There we go. So we should hit the localizer in a moment. So we are below it still, which is ideal. So we've got landing lights on, haven't we? Everything else is all on and ready. So. Our approach, Channel 97, ILS 24 left, currently got to 19 track miles. See how we get on. So wish me luck. We'll get ourselves all localised and established, and then we will get ourselves on the ground. So then, let's see how we go there. So we got the ILS. We are way through the glide slope in a minute, but we're going to that 2,500 feet margin. Glide slope is way above at the moment. But we'll just wait for that to get on point. We'll now reduce our speed now back to 160 knots. So we've got to get them spoilers out again. So 2,500 feet is where we want to be at. So flaps 1, please. So we'll just wait for the gear down. So once glide slope's alive, we'll capture that. So we've currently got a 70 knot crosswind. So guys, wish me luck with all this. Gear down. Make sure the approach is on, which it is. That's the gear out, you can feel that. That's 3. And flaps 4.
South Palma traffic, 78 Papa taxi, Tango 1, Lima Papa, Lima Mike, and Lima Julia.
Palma traffic, Channel 97 is on the approach 24 left, currently 5 miles. A little bit more than that, but. And I want to get a bit below that. So we're at 7 miles at the moment. Once we get below that, we will disconnect and need to fly the approach. So landing checklist, go around altitude 3,000. Cabin crew advising cabin is ready. Eco memo landing no blue. So that's 7 miles. We'll just wait to get. So go to minimum approach speed. Channel 97, short finals 24 left. So as you can see now, the speed's coming back in a touch. So we'll just let that settle and then we'll disconnect. So on your flight. So yeah, we've got manual flight now. So 16 knots crosswind. Checked. So we're a little bit above on the approach. Try and get in that diamond again. Three white. Okay. Stable.
400.
Land.
300. 100 above. 200. Minimum
Continue.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard.
House pullers. First green, brake medium, D7. Brake. So, can I expect to vacate right? Palm traffic channel line 7 vacating right Sierra 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Jet2.com and Jet2 Holidays, a very warm welcome. Your comfort, but especially your safety, we would ask that you remain seated.
After landing, radar predicted wind shear system is off after landing complete.
Until the captain has reached the final marking stand and switched off the fasten seatbelt sign. Please take care when you open the overhead lockers, as items of your carry-on luggage may become dislodged during the flight.
So we'll just establish whereabouts we're going to park. That wasn't a bad landing actually, I'll take that. I quite enjoyed that. It was a little bit high on the approach initially, but it wasn't a bad landing. So we'll just hold here at the moment.
Finally, on behalf of the captain, first officer and all of the cabin crew on board today's flight, we would like to thank you for choosing to fly with us. It's been our pleasure having you on board. Until we meet again, once again, thank you and a very warm welcome.
So we're going to go C62, I think, is the plan. I'm going to request to follow me as well for a change. So we're just going to hold position here, wait for them to follow me. But no, it was a nice landing, I enjoyed that. Certainly settled down nicely. That's the thing with this.
Las Palma traffic, EG78 Papa via
We'll see how we get on.
Taking off runway 24 right.
So here is our taxi. Wait for him to sort himself out. And we'll follow him across the airfield. There we go, off we go. So we'll just set the corona as well, just to get our 2 minutes post shutdown. We're not taxiing far though, to be fair, literally just straight across. Palm traffic channel line 7 taxi into stand 62 via Mike Tango 1. So there's a few other aircraft here. Well, it says there's a few other aircraft here, there's not. So we're not, we'll have to wait 2 minutes post shutdown. Oh, they're nicely labelled, these stands, to be fair. So 62 we're after, which obviously they're indicating to the right now. That's beautiful, to be fair. So then we will just steady ourselves down. We're 7 knots at the minute, but do we have safe dock here? That's the next question. Doesn't look like we do have safe dock. No, we've got a person. So let's bring the aircraft around. Still need to get rid of that readout thing. Keep meaning to change it, but I keep forgetting. So, let's just slow ourselves down a touch. There we go, so pretty much on the money here. I'm going to have to keep those to the right. And then park brake is set. So we've got 2 minutes post shutdown, so we can shut both engines down if view is available. So we'll get rid of the taxi lights, and we will also release the cabin in a second. So engine master 2 and 1 off. Let them spool down for a moment, and then we'll go for them. No, so thank you very much for joining us on this flight to Palma de Mallorca. It's been actually quite nice. I think we'll do a return flight from here back to the UK. Not tonight, but probably next week. So then that's still budget. So Deacon come off. Come off.
The boarding requested.
So we're just waiting for ground power to be connected. Oh, it's already been connected. There we go. If you can come off as well. So we'll just make sure the chocks have been put in place, which we found out. So our chocks are in place already. So we can release the parking brake. Both engines are off, and we can get rid of the fuel pumps. So parking checklist: parking brake or chocks. Chocks are set. Engines off. Wing lights off. Checklist complete. So guys, thank you very much for joining us. Really enjoyed this evening's flight. So there's been a few of you guys on, which is always beneficial. So we're just waiting for the cabin to open the doors, and then we'll get ourselves going. But no, thank you very much for joining us. Certainly been very appreciated. And it was a nice little landing, to be fair. Oh. So we'll just wait for them to all get up and get gone, and then we'll leave things there. So thank you very much for joining us this evening. It's much appreciated. Really enjoyed it, to be fair. There's been a few of you online, which is good. Yeah, see you next time, Harry. Thanks for joining us, mate. If you're already not giving us a like, comment, subscribe. And also we're going to be streaming on Twitch going forward, probably in the next month or so. We'll plan to start streaming Twitch as well. It means there'll be some changes to what you see on YouTube as well. Hopefully positive changes, but we'll go from there. So guys, thank you very much. We're going to get the aircraft shut down now for the night, and then we'll do another flight another day. Unfortunately, it won't be until at least Friday, because I'm not here until Friday now. But no, thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you in another video. Bye for now.